and welcome back to my YouTube channel and my itty bitty little kitchen here. Today we're talking about Craving Crushers. Before we dive in, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss a video from me. Early on in my fitness journey, I truly freaking struggled with cravings. Like, I was so very restrictive, so for me it was constantly cutting everything out, and then I would crave whatever I was cutting out, and it was this endless cycle of I would restrict for so long and then I would binge on it, and then I would come back and be like, no, gotta cut it out. And it was a very ugly cycle to be a part of. And I know a lot of my clients and just friends that I know in the fitness realm, when they first start out, they really struggle with cravings. So I wanted to give you some Craving Crushers that have truly changed the game for me and my clients, and I hope it helps you too. So as we go through this, make sure you comment below with your favorite Craving Crusher. So first up on the list, we have Pickles. As you can see, I go to these a lot. I love Pickles. They're my absolute favorite. So with Pickles, these are super helpful because I don't know about you, but I normally only eat like 1 to 2 pickles, and I absolutely love pickles. But if I'm gonna read off the nutrition label, 0 calories, so 0 fat, 0 protein, and less than 1 gram of carbs. So pickles are so clutch. So unbelievably clutch. And these are kind of like my go-to when I feel like I'm starting to get hungry and I don't really know what I want. I normally just go for a pickle because I'm like, well, 1, I love pickles. And 2, if I'm still hungry after 1 or 2 pickles, then I'll eat something else, yes, but 9 times out of 10, after I have a pickle, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that just satisfied whatever I was craving. Weird, but it works. Next up on the list, we have fruit. So I freaking love fruit. I'm obsessed with it. I don't know what it is, but fruit makes me feel really good, so I eat a lot of fruit. But fruit is absolutely an amazing Craving Crusher because it is sweet. You can mix it with a lot of different things. I've had fruit with Greek yogurt. That's like, if you know me, that's my staple. I've done fruit where I drizzle chocolate syrup across the top. All different kinds of things. You could do apples and peanut butter, banana and peanut butter. Tons of things to do with fruit. And I think that's one of the main reasons that it is such a staple for me to have in the fridge at all times, because fruit is very flexible. You can do a lot with it, or you can just straight up eat a bowl of fruit. 9 times out of 10, if I'm craving something sweet, fruit will kick that craving for me. Next up, we have BCAAs. BCAAs is branched chain amino acids. It's basically the foundation of protein. So I will take this, I would say, more periodically than I do consistently, but it is very nice to, 1, help you increase your water intake because they are flavored. So this one is strawberry mojito. So I'll take this one, mix it in with some water, and if I want like extra sweet, I'll mix it in with a Crystal Light, like the strawberry lemonade ones. Mix that in together and drink one of these. Sometimes, again, like the fruit, I just want that something sweet. Don't necessarily know what I want or even have it in the house. So having this is very helpful, and having the branched chain amino acids is obviously going to help my body with recovery. Next up, we have Greek yogurt and some chocolate chips. You can tell I'm running low on my chocolate chips, so I gotta get some more. But like I mentioned with the fruit, you can mix the fruit in with some Greek yogurt. This Greek yogurt right here, for 3/4 of a cup or 170 grams, you're looking at 0 grams of fat, 17 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of protein. So I actually had this morning for breakfast. I had an English muffin with some Greek yogurt and fruit. It's so good. But I also love the variety that non-fat Greek yogurt gives. So this one is vanilla, but sometimes I'll just get the plain Greek yogurt, and you can mix a ton of different things into it. So in my opinion, Greek yogurt is an absolute staple. I'll mix in things like dark chocolate chips when I'm really craving chocolate. I've also done graham crackers with chocolate chips, or like a drizzle of chocolate syrup across the top of them. I've done Greek yogurt with crushed up Oreos. Really great to have this because you can make so much different, make so many different varieties with it or combinations with it, but you're still getting 15 plus grams of protein out of it. So in my opinion, that's pretty damn clutch. Next up on the list, I actually don't have on hand right now, but it's celery with either peanut butter or cream cheese. So one of my favorites is doing little, like, cut up your celery into smaller pieces, put some cream cheese on it, or dip it into cream cheese with everything bagel seasoning. I don't know what it is, but I just really like that. And then 2, I'll also do it with peanut butter. So I'll just have celery and peanut butter, something like that, because it's light. So it's perfect for like in between meals. So if I'm craving something in between meals, but I know I'm gonna be eating dinner soon, I'll grab some celery with either cream cheese or peanut butter, and that normally satisfies my craving or kicks any like little snack hunger that I have before I go into my dinner meal. And it's super easy to kind of fit that into your macros without really any problem at all. And of course, I had to save the best for last, but the #1 way to kick your craving is to eat it, okay? So I always have my cookie jar full of cookies. I'm an Oreo person. I love my Oreos. I always want to have Oreos. And 9 times out of 10, we have Oreos in the house because in my opinion, if I'm craving something, then I'm allowed to have it. There is no, oh, if you're craving chocolate, you eat this instead. Or if you're craving this, go drink water or chew gum. Or I'm just not about that life. That's too restrictive for me. If that works for you and you like that, then fine, by all means go for it. But I personally don't recommend it. I don't recommend it to any of my clients. In my opinion, if you're craving something, you're allowed to have that, okay? You don't need to cut anything out. You can make it happen. So for example, I'm a cookie person. So when I go through, if it's during my cycle or if it's just in general, I'm really craving a certain food this week, what I will do is I will take these cookies, I'll portion them out, and I'll literally track them ahead of time. So each day I give myself 3, 4, 5 cookies every single day, tracked into my macros. That way when I start, so for tomorrow, say, for example, I'll put in 4 cookies. Tonight, I'll put that in for tomorrow. That way when I wake up in the morning, I know I have room for those 4 cookies on top of everything else I'm eating that day. So it's allowing me to have foods in moderation, balance everything out, and still achieve my goals. It's a beautiful thing. So those are my top 6 craving crushers. If you love this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to comment below with your favorite craving crusher.